Honda is making a big U-turn on electric vehicles with Prologue. The carmaker is changing course and will build its own electric vehicles. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. If you are here first time, please subscribe to our channel for daily electric vehicle news, Tesla, Giga Berlin, and other electric vehicles, and ring the bell so you don't miss my next coverage. And also, please give us thumbs up if you find this report informative. With the advent of electrification, many car makers have switched their focus to mass producing electric vehicles. If you follow what has been happening in recent times, you'd know that Honda isn't exactly at the forefront of electrification. In order to change that, in order to catch up, the Japanese brand enters into a partnership with General Motors in order to create their first mass-produced battery electric vehicle. In 2024, Honda will unveil the Prologue, a new fully electric SUV, and here's what we know so far. Although General Motors will build Honda's first two fully electric vehicles for North America, the Japanese automaker plans to change course and manufacture its own later this decade. Company officials say they are developing their own electric vehicle architecture, and after two GM-made electric vehicles go on sale in 2024, Honda will start building its own. It's absolutely our intention to produce in our factories, Honda of America Executive Vice President Dave Gardner said, adding that Honda has developed battery manufacturing expertise from building gas-electric hybrids. We absolutely intend to utilize that resource, he said. Honda and GM have been partners on hydrogen fuel cell and electric vehicles. Earlier this year, they announced that GM would build one Honda SUV and one Acura SUV using its Ultium-branded electric vehicle architecture and battery system. The company said the Honda SUV would be named the Prologue and that both SUVs will have bodies, interiors, and driving characteristics designed by Honda. But after those two, Honda plans its own manufacturing for most of a series of electric vehicles, although it hasn't determined if it will use GM components. Gardner says sales projections for the Prologue are between 40,000 to 150,000 per year, but he did not say when those numbers would be reached. In April, the company said it plans to phase out all of its gasoline-powered vehicles in North America by 2040, making it the latest major automaker with a goal of becoming carbon neutral. Honda wants 40% of North American vehicle sales to be battery of fuel cell powered by 2030 and 80% of all vehicles sold to run on batteries or hydrogen by 2035. Honda initially had planned to meet stricter government fuel economy and pollution standards by adding hybrids to improve internal combustion engines. But regulatory actions across the world to combat climate change, including proposals from US President Joe Biden, have moved the company more toward electric vehicles, Gardner said. Battery electric vehicles accounted for less than 2% of US new vehicle sales last year, but analysts are predicting huge growth as automakers roll out new models. The consulting firm LMC Automotive expects nearly 359,000 to be sold this year, passing 1 million in 2023 and hitting over 4 million in 2030. Still, that's roughly 1/4 of annual new vehicle sales. Since the vehicle is 3 years away and we have never seen an image and have zero information, let us guess what it will be like, and in 3 years we can look back and see how our guesses were, says John Gorham, Torque News Toyota Honda reporter. So Honda Prologue size, range, and price. John says range guess 300 miles plus or minus 10% based on trim. Size and shape predictions of Honda Prologue. See Toyota BZ4X or Volkswagen ID4. Every new battery electric vehicle crossover is going to take this approximate shape and size for the coming 5 years. Unless Honda goes something like Cybertruck Tesla. Price estimates of Honda Prologue, John says, will depend on how much the tax incentives will pull the cost down for consumers. Our guess is $339,000 to $55,000 after any incentives in today's dollars. If we are using wheelbarrows to haul hundreds to store for bread in 3 years, just use an inflation calculator app to see how we did. Now, spare tire, yes or no? Not on your life, says John Gorham. Our first volume Honda battery electric vehicle will begin our transition to electrification, and the name Honda Prologue signals the role it will play in leading our zero-emission future, said Dave Gardner, Executive Vice President of American Honda. He also said, the Prologue will provide our customers with a battery electric SUV with the excellent functionality and packaging they have come to expect from Honda. Honda says that the company will also introduce an all-electric Acura branded SUV in the 2024 calendar year. Both the Honda Prologue and Acura model will utilize GM Honda Future Global EV platform and be powered by GM's, like I said, Future Ultium batteries. Honda is one of our favorite brands for many reasons. What do we expect from a new Honda battery electric crossover? A comfortable vehicle that handles well, has better than average reliability, and can be purchased at a local retailer from inventory on the lot. What do you think of our predictions? Let us know, friends, in the comments section below. Now, in April, the company said it plans to stop producing gasoline-powered vehicles in North America by 2040. Honda wants 40% of the vehicles it sells in North America to be powered by batteries or fuel cell by 2030. Fully battery electric vehicles, basically. The company also wants 80% of all of the vehicles it sells to run on batteries or hydrogen by 2035. That's a big change, and U-turning toward electrification, right, from Honda. Earlier, Honda had planned to meet stronger government fuel economy and pollution requirements by adding hybrid vehicles. But government actions across the world meant to fight climate change have moved the company more toward fully electric vehicles, Gardner said. Electric vehicles made up less than 2% of new vehicle sales in the United States last year in 2020. But experts predict huge growth as automakers develop new models. Car industry advisor LMC Automotive expects 359,000 to be sold this year. They also expect sales to reach 1 million in 2023 and 4 million in 2030. That is about 25% of yearly new vehicle sales. Well, friends, let me know what your thoughts are on Honda's U-turn and Honda's big change toward electrification. What do you think about the Prologue? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, please. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Have a great day. Please subscribe to our channel for daily electric vehicle discussions, Tesla, Honda, Toyota, and other electric vehicle discussions. And I'll see you soon in our next report. Please give us thumbs up for this report, like this video if it was helpful, and share in social media to spread the news. I would greatly appreciate it. And have a great day. God bless you, friends. See you soon.